Are you thinking about buying a single bike roof rack that doesn't clamp onto the paint or you have to remove your front wheel? You will want to stick around and see this new 501 bike rack from Gathersky. Let's get into it. So I've got 2 bike racks on the back through my trailer hitch, and that's great, but with a family of 3 or more, we need another bike rack. So what I wanted to do was have the same type of system that the arms come up, clamp down on the tires so there's no paint contact, no bike contact at all except for the rubber. But I wanted to have it on top of my roof. So Gathersky has your 501, ordered this from Amazon. Shipping was super fast. We're just gonna go over some details. I'll show you the install and we'll get some real life testing. It does have a max crossbar width, so you wanna be careful before you order this. Just make sure that they are suitable for removable crossbars only. So make sure that they're not factory installed crossbars, just for the mounting hardware. The max crossbar distance is 19.68 inches to 47.25. So if you're within that range, you are good to go. Continue watching this video. It'll support up to 20 kilograms, so you might not want to put a big heavy e-bike up there. That might just stay on the back rack, but for the normal size bike, carbon aluminum, this is going to be great to go. It will hold wheels between 18 and 29 inches. I'm looking to put my daughter's bike up there, so we have that third bike when we go on camping trips. They don't recommend going over 130 kilometers an hour, which is speeding anyways, so just keep that in mind. And the bars will fold down when there's no bike on it or it's in use. Let me get into the buildup of this and we'll get it mounted. It does come with T and U bolts, so if you have that Thule system where you've got those little square pegs that come in that are threaded, you can mount it directly to the crossbar that way, or it will come with the U bolt. So let's get the buildup done and get more information. Well, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse of putting this together. It was super simple. Basically, you have to just connect these 2 pieces. There's 4 bolts, 2 on each side. Comes with the supplied equipment to tighten them up. And we are about to mount this on. There are 2 mounting options, just so you're aware. I do have the Thule racks that have that little channel. I'll put a picture up here, but if you're looking at one of these channels, that'll be perfect to go slide in, and then we'll bolt it down that way. And if you don't have that, that's fine. They do include some U-bolts with pre-drilled holes in the bike rack, so we just have to make sure that we know exactly. We might have to adjust those crossbars. That's why they don't want you to have the factory ones that are direct bolts. So let's get this up there. One more thing to add that I'm waiting on. These will be the holders for the tires before the arms clamp down on them. And these are mounted on the outside, the outer parts of that your roof rack crossbar. So we'll get this thing mounted where I need it to be, and then we'll put these on. I'll show you how I'm going to mount it, and then we'll also go over the U-bolts. Let's get it on the truck. So here we go with putting the roof rack on. I know I've measured my bars, so I know they are that minimum and maximum distance. And the 2 ways, especially on this roof rack, if you have the Thule one, you would slide this in, come through, tighten it down with this. If you don't have a Thule, but you have another adjustable crossbar, you've got your U-bolt, come up, same thing. There'll be 4 of these. So let's see if I need to adjust these or if the bolts line up. Make sure when you mount it on, you want to have access to these arms, these tire arms on the outside, or else you have to do it again. Let's get these lifted up so I can see the bolt holes. So we are looking good. And there is some wiggle room, so I will probably mount that here. This is going to be on the outside for ease of access. So let's see what this looks like to get it mounted. So there's 1, and I'll be right back to get some more hardware. Stand by. All right, we're back, and we've got little wing nuts, and we'll get this mounted. Let's move it. We'll go back just because it's a bit longer. And then, like I said, then we'll still have to install those wheel trays. That'll go in there, and that'll go in this one. All right, so I'm gonna move this down so you can take a peek at it. This is what those look like coming up. So with the supplied hardware, we're just going to tighten them down this way. And they don't spin because they're in that rectangle channel. So I will finger tighten everything right now as we do the front and back. But as mentioned, if you don't have that Thule style rack, this is what the U-bolts are for. So they would come up underneath your crossbar into the same channels and you would do the exact same thing. There's extra little wing nuts and they would do the exact same. So let me get the back one fitted and we'll see about placement. So these tire mounters are easy to adjust forward and back. They do have a rubber mount, but they are secured with another bolt and one of those little washers. So we'll make sure that we have this underneath. Slip into the tray. You'll want to put your bolt straight down the center. And then use another one of those nuts on the bottom. This is a great design. It's rubber on metal, so there's no metal on metal contact, so you don't have to worry about wear or corrosion. So I'll get the front one on and we will lift up a bike and see what it looks like. And make sure to keep the instructions and your U-bolts just in case you need to put it on a different roof. So now we have the mounted on the top. We can still fine tune it, so we'll be able to close those arms on the front and back tire. I do have a men's extra large road bike just to see for size. And then once we have those arms closed, we can also micro adjust to come down tighter. And remember, don't go faster than 130 kilometers. Let's get this up there. So make sure that they're seated in that tray. You can also make the adjustments on that as we go. So it's sitting in the tray. We'll bring that back just to secure it a little bit. Looks good. And then we can come down with this micro adjustment a little more on the tire. That one's looking good. And there you have it. We have it in the channel. It's ahead of the bike rack. It's seated inside the rails. So I got this rack so I could take my daughter's third bike of the family and go mountain bike with her. So I'm going to go around and show you what it looks like around the subdivision with some bumps. Hopefully the bike and the camera stay on. After installing it, I don't have any concerns that it's going to fall off. It is solid. I set it up for my daughter's bike with those tire trays and those side arms that come up. It is a windy day in Southern California, so that's probably helping with my test. Here we are with the rear angle going down a bumpy curb. We will be going down another street with a turn. Check that stability. And then one more camera angle, we'll have the camera from the side. So now we have the camera on the side of the bike, and with its universal fit, I did not have any issues. I did not have to move my crossbars. They were the way I've left them on since I put my rooftop on. I do run a rooftop tent, and I'm very impressed. Now let's swap out bikes. We'll get back to the original video and we will get my road bike off and show you how easy that is. So one thing to mention is I'm a bit taller than the average person, so I don't have an issue of getting the bike up there. But if you do, you can always open the door, step in the side of the door, and that'll get you that height that you need. To get it off, all you have to do is pull down on the release, front and back. Make sure that you are holding that bike because it will want to go. Bike is off. grab it by the frame. Like I said, this is gonna be perfect for carbon bikes, kids bikes, aluminum bikes, probably keep your e-bikes off your roof. Just like that, we are back and ready to ride. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, shoot me a message. I will get the answers you need.